everyone, let's talk about our doc style research assignment for this week. This is going to be worth 20 points, and so what exactly are we doing with this assignment? Great question. This is where we're going to discover our doc style. We're actually going to do some research in order to sort of find out which doc style we should be doing for our field of research. Before you kind of dive into this, I want to remind you that I do research for a living. I work very closely with these various different doc style approaches, so you can always feel free to ask me as well. Additionally, I will clarify and approve your doc style response to this assignment. That's key. I will approve your doc style. Do not go out and get a manual yet. Wait until I approve it. And I will say, because it has come up a couple times over the years, your personal preference isn't in consideration here. I know that we are familiar, most of us, with MLA, but just because you like MLA does not mean that you get to write in MLA. Remember, we are trying to join the discourse community for the field in which we are exploring. Therefore, nursing students who are required to write in a medical approach cannot use MLA. It does not fit the requirements of the expectations of that discourse community. So while we all might love MLA, we all might not be writing in MLA. Okay, so again, if you have any questions with this, I know it's kind of an intangible concept. Let's talk it out. Post in the general discussion forums, or get a hold of me one-on-one and we'll talk through it. All right, so what are the details of this assignment? Again, there's no page length requirement. However, you do need to provide all the items that I list here. Okay. First, I want you to go out and actually research your potential documentation style. You can do 4 out of the 6 options here. You can do all 6 if you want, but you do need to do a minimum of 4 in order to get full credit for this assignment. So what are these options? How are we doing this research? First option that you can do is go out into your field and ask somebody. If you're a nursing student, go out and ask a nurse when they were going through their education what documentation style did they have to do. Or if you know somebody in the nursing program, ask them what documentation they had to do or will do in their field. If you're an English major, go find an English professor and ask them, and so on. Another option is you can review several articles out there in ProQuest or out in Google even, and see what kind of research, what kind of formatting they're doing for this research, and then compare it maybe with a couple of the formatting guidelines that I've already posted in the semester resources. So you can kind of look at the articles, maybe even look at the publisher's website and see if there's any documentation requirements there. You can ask your local librarian, aka me. I work in a library, although I'm technically not a librarian. You can ask me, and I'll be happy to tell you what I would inform students who are coming to me outside of my class, what they need to be writing in. A 4th option is Google it. I am a nursing major. What doc style do I need to write? Or another good way to phrase it is documentation style, documentation formatting, writing style for nursing field, for sociology field, etc. Another thing that you can do is review the various resources I've got posted in Moodle. I mentioned that one already, got ahead of myself. And number 6 is another one that's a good one that you can use, is ask a member of the WRC, hey, I'm studying sociology, what documentation style do you recommend? It's what they do, it's their job. They'll be happy to help you. So choose 4, you're more than welcome to do 6 to kind of get a feel for it. That's the first step, that's the first component here. And then I would like you to format this paper, it's not really a paper, this assignment in an example that I have here. Like say I did option 1, I asked a professional in my field. Say I asked Mr. McFly what documentation style time travelers should use. Kind of format it that way so I can clearly see your thought process. And this is important. This is perhaps the most important part of this assignment. Indicate clearly which doc style you intend to be using by stating, I will be using blank doc style for the duration of this course. I will be using MLA. I will be using APA. I will be using IEEE, etc., whichever one is appropriate for you. I will actually reply to this statement with my approval. I will say, yes, Rowan, you will be using MLA. Or, this is a great approach, Rowan, but I think actually more appropriately would be APA. I will be replying to this statement with my approval or my encouragement to use a different doc style. You will lose points if you do not include this statement, so let's include it. Okay, I got my due date down there in blue. We see Fry. It is a required assignment, and then here's my grading. you need to provide that clear statement's worth 6 points. So let's make sure that we do 4 out of the 6. Of course, you can do all 6. Ask me if you have any questions. It's part of my day job. And make sure that you include that clear statement of intent. Again, if you have any questions while you're doing this assignment, let me know. You guys are going to do great at it. It's going to be an awesome experience for you.